every move. Am I clear? "'Twas a belated decision," Caitrina said hoarsely. Miraculously, she had managed to hold on to the bowl of fish, and she cradled it to her chest. A flimsy barrier, to be sure, but a strange comfort nonetheless. She felt poorly. Was she already confined, as a woman of her station ought to be? Such discomfort could have been avoided. "And had her husband not perished on the eve of her birthday," Caitrina responded, "she might well be resting at Kinghorn instead of seeking out every holy monk in the land. But she is convinced the unfortunate timing of Alexander's death is an ill omen, and she fears for the soul of her unborn child." Jirik snorted. "She's a mad woman. All the more reason I should know what she is about." The insult chafed her already raw conscience. "I'm in service to the Queen. I cannot be sending a messenger every hour." "It is King Edward you must please, not that French bitch." Something feather-soft slid along her cheek. "Honour the bargain you struck with him. Find a way to make him happy." Caitrina grimaced. Bargain? That made it sound as if she'd had a choice. "I have given him every insight into the Queen's affairs that I am privy to. My only lapse has been this delay." "A delay that might have had serious consequences." Jirik tucked the soft object into the neckline of Caitrina's gown. "Fail him, and the king will make good on his promise to brand you and your sister as traitors to the crown." A vision of her sister sprang into Caitrina's mind. The last time they'd seen each other, at Dunfermline Abbey in early April, the day after King Alexander's state funeral. She would never forget the bewildered expression on Marsaili's young face as Edward and his soldiers escorted her off to Uxbridge Priory. 9 years separated the two girls in age, and Marsaili had not understood that when a king offers his protection, he cannot be denied, even when that protection was merely a mask of kindness. "I have not failed." The hand about her neck tightened again. "I will be the judge of your success," he snarled. "Not you. Make your reports with more diligence, or you will not enjoy the consequences." Her family had been stripped of land, wealth, and title, but noble blood still coursed through Caitrina's veins. Her grandfather had been the Earl of Leicester, and her grandmother had been the daughter of a king. Allowing Jirik to believe she was without power would be a mistake. She opened her eyes. The henchman's face was only inches away, and she could vaguely behold the rippled flesh of his scar. "I am cousin to the Queen. Punish me without just cause, and I'll see you hang for it." The bear chuckled in her ear. "You and your sister are the spawn of an excommunicated murderer. Who do you imagine will leap to your defence?" His words sparked a bitter fire in Caitrina's chest, and she struggled against his hold. "He was not a murderer. My father simply did what honour demanded. He avenged his kin." "There was no cause for vengeance. Your uncle and grandfather died on a battlefield. Henry of Almaine had his throat cut in a church." "You paint Henry as an innocent," she said, "but he was not. He stole Leicester's colours and then slaughtered every man who flocked to his banner." "King Edward does not tell the tale the same way." "Of course not. Henry was obeying Edward's orders." Jirik's thumb pressed deeply into her throat. "Your father's sins are not worthy of debate," he snarled. "All that matters is the babe. Do as I say, or your sister will pay the price. Understand?" Caitrina's desire to argue vanished along with her air. She understood the stakes all too well. Spying on her cousin upset her, but imagining the life Marsaili would live if they were branded as traitors made her physically ill. Their father had died a penniless pauper in some unknown land. She could not allow Marsaili to endure the same fate. She nodded. "Is the birth imminent?" She shook her head. Jirik eased his hold again. "The midwife in my employ suggests it could be any time in the next month. I must know the moment she is confined." Caitrina's gut nodded. What need would Jirik have for a midwife? She had been spying on the Queen for several months, and she had long known King Edward's interest lay in the bairn, the future monarch.